So witness, you may kindly take your seat. Witness number one and number two, welcome back to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Young Current Local Government Councils and related matters. For continuation of your testimony before this commission, may I remind you that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Ms. Kujabi. Good afternoon, Mr. Sambu.
Good afternoon, Ma.
You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Continue your proceeding.
Thank you very much. Mr. Simon, do you have the documents you need to bring?
Not all, but almost all of them are here with me.
Okay, let's get the ones that you have first. Yes. Can you just read out the documents you have first? What is easier that way? Yes, yes.
I have the documents that indicate the travel to the USA for the withdrawals that were the payment that were made in my name. These are the documents that uh, were for the travel. I submitted documents for my travel to Kenya, but the air ticket was the one that was sponsored by the project JEP6, so the right air ticket is here. This is a letter that um, written to the commission for the other budgets that are already submitted since last year. These are the assessment that we have made in connection to the rates. This one is a copy of the MOU with unique solution, but it was later revised. Um, this is about the GPPA. Establishment register. Let's read this one. This goes with the assessment, the minutes of the meeting. This is about the auction. This is about fuel, demand note for CSC, letters to Social Security. Yes, those are. Yes, exactly.
Is that all?
Yes.
We apply to the following documents from the witness. The first is a letter from Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation, 7th of July 2021, with the heading non-payment of tax for the various lands acquired within the local government area. We have a letter from the area council, the heading submission of demand note to the managing director of Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation, Quadrangle Banjul. 3rd December 2021, we have a letter addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kuntaur Area Council from Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation, submission of demand note RES. We have another letter from Kuntaur Area Council to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Lands, Local Government and Religious Affairs, with the subject Kuntaur Area Council areas with Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation. We have a Kuntaur Area Council letter addressed to the General Manager, CSI Company Limited, submission of demand notes. We have a revised fuel allocation issuance, Kuntaur Area Council. We have a letter addressed to the chairman of the Area Council, Director of Planning, Director of Finance, Finance Manager, Admin Officer, and Town Auditor. And the memo is from the CEO, the subject auction of council's old vehicles. We have the Kuntaur Area Council meeting minutes, 26th of April 2021. What are these minutes for?
About the
resolution?
Resolution for the allowances.
The allowances. We have Development and Procurement Committee meeting, 19th of September 2022. We have a letter with the subject report on a visit to Kawur Multipurpose Center, 20th of September 2022. An assessment report on the 2 pickup vehicles. We have a letter with the address with CEO with the heading submission of demand mode areas. We have the establishment committee meeting 9th of September 2022, open Tower Area Council. We have Tower Area Council staff establishment register. We have a GPA form 006 as a monthly summary report of local purchase orders and petty contracts. January 2023, February 2023, March 2023, April, May, June, for July, for August, for September, October, November, and December. Next is the Unique Energy Memorandum of Association of Understanding between Unique Energy Company Limited and Equitable Area Council. But they said it is revised.
Yes, it's not the revised one that I did not see it, but I will make endeavor to get
Please do that. You have the Equitable Area Council Revenue Collection Activity Plan from 1st January to 28th February 2022. We have an assessment of rates and taxes for 2021 and 2022, addressed to the finance manager, accounting assistant, senior revenue collectors from the chief executive officer, Kuntawur Area Council. An assessment of rates and taxes for the year 2024. This is a reminder.
Yeah, okay, then.
It's a reminder for assessment to be conducted, correct?
Yes.
I don't think we need that. We have the Kuntawur Area Council quarterly executive summary report on rates and taxes for 2022. We have the 2021 budget consultation with ward development committees within the Kuntawur Area Council government area. This was supposed to be from the 16th to the 27th of November 2020. Was this activity conducted?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, very well.
Do you have minutes of that?
We are going to watch.
Yes, but do you have minutes, records of the activity? Because what we have in the internal reports is that you don't have these activities. You don't do these consultations. So do you have records to prove otherwise?
I will get that those. I think they were registered. I think not registered, but per what?
Yes, and the subject, the discussion, the information, the input from the wards, their contributions, we need all. You don't have to just bring a letter. Who signed this letter? You sign it? Exactly. You can prepare this today or tomorrow. I'm just saying it's a possibility, correct? We'll still have it admitted, but it is not proved that consultation was done.
Noted. Thank you.
It seemed to just suggest that an activity plan is on the way and that it was done. Is that not the case?
It could be the case, but this in this case, it was conducted,
Yes.
supported by.
If you have proof of that,
Okay.
it will be welcome. Notification of demand note with addressed to the Managing Director, Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation from the Chief Executive Officer, 2nd November 2022, is signed by Mobudu Sambo, the CEO. We have the travel itinerary from Nema Travel Agency and Tours, Bukama Nyambai. We have approval of travel clearance from the Minister of Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs to the CEO. We also have a letter signed by Honorable, is it Nganyi Sise? Chairman, Finance Committee. With the subject overseas travel to the USA for the chairman and CEO of the Area Council. We have the invitation from the World Conference of Mayors. We have the official invitation to the World Conference of Mayors, United Nations of Cities Collaboration Conference, August 3rd to the 6th of 2023. And what is this document from the Casey Family Programs Foundation?
It's part of the additional document for the World Conference of May.
Of the
World Conference of May.
Yes.
Yes.
So why is it relevant?
Maybe I apply to get it back then.
No, I just want to know whether there's any reason why you wanted to admit it.
No.
Right. And we have an electronic ticket from Satguru Travels with the passenger's name, Sambo Momodu. All these documents we apply to have them admitted and marked accord.
Mr. Sambu, the electronic ticket from Sadhguru, which is dated the 27th of September 2023. Um, I don't think it is relevant because it is outside of our mandate.
Yeah.
So also is the official invitation to the World Conference of Mayors. Documents presented by the witness are admitted as follows. A letter dated the 19th of September. What is this? This letter is also not within our mandate because this is the 19th of September 2023. The finance committee meeting that you sat on, is it in reference to Mr. Sambo? Is it in reference to the travel clearance dated the 19th of September?
Yes. The yes, that letter, yes. That was to the trip to America, USA.
This itinerary is 2022. Okay, this one is. A memo dated the 21st of October 2021, which emanated from the CEO Kuntor Area Council. It is addressed to the Finance Manager, Accounting Assistant, Senior Revenue Collector, and Revenue Collectors. It has the subject reassessment of rates and taxes for 2021 and 2022. A booking itinerary dated the 13th of May 2022. Kuntaur Area Council budget consultation with ward development committees within Kuntaur local government area. A letter dated the 2nd of November 2022, and it is addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry for Lands, and it is UFS, the Managing Director, Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation. It has the subject re-notification of demand note. It is signed by Momodu Sambo, witness. The Kuntaur Area Council Quarterly Executive Summary Report on Rates and Taxes for 2022. The Kuntur Area Council Revenue Collection Activity Plan from 1st January to 28 February 2022. The procurement, the GPPA Form 006 for the month of January 2023. The procurement Form 006 for the month of February. This one is not within our mandate. The procurement monthly summary for local purchases from May to December 2023 are not within our mandate. We will return them to you. The Kuntaur Area Council Staff Establishment Register. Mrs. Sambo, is this the register you kept at your office for your establishment? Is this the original
No,
that you have?
no. The original has been submitted in a book form. That's the soft copy.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
The establishment committee meeting dated the 9th of February 2022. A letter dated the 3rd of December 2021. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kuntaur Area Council, and it has reference SSHFC/G/36P/volume 1 in brackets 4. It has the subject re-submission of demand note arrears. It is signed by Mas Cham, for Managing Director of Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation. It is also copied to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Local Government and Lands, MD, DH, H file, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 16th of February 2021 addressed to the CEO, Kuntaur Area Council. It has the subject assessment report on the 2 pickup vehicles. It is signed by Ibrahim Fai, mechanic. A report dated the 20th of September 2022. The subject is report on a visit to Kaur Multipurpose Center. It is signed by the Principal Planning Officer, Aliu Sala, and Assistant Physical Planning, Pamodu KF Cham. Development and Procurement Committee meeting dated the 19th of September 2022, which has the agenda rehabilitation of Kauru Multipurpose Center and Guest House, AOB stroke matters arising. It is signed by Mamadi Kamara Procurement Officer. Kuntaur Area Council meeting minutes dated the 26th of April 2021. A memo addressed to the Chairman, Kuntaur Area Council, Director of Planning, Director of Finance, Finance Manager, Admin, Officer, Internal Auditor. The memo is from the CEO and it is dated 8th of February 2021 and it has subject auction of council old vehicles. A memo dated the 1st of March 2020. This also is dated March 2023, which is not within our mandate. A letter dated the 26th of July 2022. It has reference KTR slash 42 slash DN slash volume 5, addressed to General Manager, CSE Company Limited, and it has subject submission of demand note. And it is signed by Momodu Sambu, CEO. It is copied to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Governor CRR, Director of Finance, and the file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 23rd of October 20. This also is, yes, this is relevant because it has to deal with the issue of the Social Security and Housing Finance. The letter dated the 23rd of October 2023, it is addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands. It has reference KTR AC slash CEO slash 2023 slash 081. It has the subject Kuntur Area Council areas with Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation. It is signed by Momodu Sambu, Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Chairman, Director of Governance, Ministry of Local Government and Lands, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 3rd of December 2021 addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kuntur Area Council, with a reference SSHFC /G /36P /volume 1 in brackets 4. It has the subject submission of demand note arrears. It is also signed by Mas Champ, Managing Director of Social Security. It is copied to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, MD, DH file, and for the file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 1st of January 2022, it has reference KTR /34 DN volume 1, addressed to Managing Director, Social Security and Housing Finance. It has the subject submission of demand note, and it is signed by Momodu Sambu, Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Governor CRR, Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. A letter from the Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation, dated the 7th of July 2021. It has reference SSHFC /SSF 19 volume 2 in brackets 28. It is addressed to Honorable Chairman Mr. Sekou Jawara, Kuntaur Area Council, and it has subject non-payment of tax for the various lands acquired within the local government area. It is signed by Abdusala for Managing Director. It is copied to the PS of Lands, Lamin Kujabi, Director of Planning and Development, Aliu Sala, Physical Planning Officer, MDH file, and a folder file copy is maintained. These documents are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KTRC/MS/015.
As the commission proceeds. Mr. Samuel, the documents will go through them. If there's need to call you, we will call you back. But just for the business of the day, aside from the admission of these documents, as in relation to the contractor, Lamin YFA Boch. I know you know him, correct?
Yes.
And you know the witness that is sitting beside you?
Yes.
That's Lamin Kujabi.
Yes.
You're the director of planning.
Planning.
Now, when he gave you $50,000 from Lamin YFA Boch, and you shared these monies, this amount, you gave him a certain percentage there, and the director of finance as well. And I believe the finance manager, Mr. Kujaba, am I correct?
Procurement.
The procurement. And just please, can you give us again the exact amount that he had asked that you give procurement and yourself and the director of finance?
Yes, I was given 20, director of finance 20,
$20,000.
yes, and the procurement 10.
Okay, thank you very much. Just why did you take $50,000 from the contractor of Armin YFA coach?
I did not take money from Lamin, the contractor.
Why did you ask them to share this money?
I came to know this during his testimony that he said that I asked them to take money and share it up themselves.
Yes.
That is an allegation.
That's not true. Just that cannot be true. You would have been more honorable. Just the way the witness, Mr. Pujabi, is. You don't sit here and tell us that.
Counsel is Mr. Pujabi.
Yes, Mr. Samu is, I think, the first witness.
Yeah.
Mr. Pujabi is the second one. Yes. So, Mr. Samu, you cannot say that.
Mr. Boyd did not give me money and I did not take money from
No, Mr. Boyd implicated you. And the witness agreed with Mr. Boyd. The only difference he had with Mr. Boyd is the amount. He came to you.
Mr. Boyd did not give me. He did not come to me and he did not give me money.
Mr. Pujabi, can you please repeat again the monies that you have received from Mr. Boyd and what you did with that money and who gave you instructions?
Yes, when I received the money, communication was between me, the CEO, and the procurement officer. So when I received the money, I informed the CEO. He told me, you know what, give you can take 20. You give 20 tomorrow, Keta, to 10 to the procurement officer, that is Mamadi Kamara. So that's what I did, exactly that.
And you did exactly as instructed by Mr. Samu.
Exactly.
Mr. Samu, see, this is a commission of inquiry. The commissioners are listening to you. The facts are clear. But then I know if the advice I will give the commissioners when it comes to your case, if it is taken, would be to show no mercy.
Let me make.
No, just hear me first before you say what you have to say. Is to show no mercy. If it is taken, then the most severe punishment or recommendation, if prosecution is possible, if it is taken by the commissioners, is to remit it on you. Because if Mr. Kujabi can sit here and admit that this is the circumstance, he never came voluntarily to say that money was taken and we shared the money about the instructions of Mr. Sam. It was an evidence given by the contractor. And he owned up to it. He owned up to it. He could have done what you did to say no. The commissioners will believe what they believe. The evidence is there. No contractor will come and say, I gave money to XYZ, and there's evidence. So for you to sit down here and try to think that if you deny the fact that you may escape, there's no way around this. No way. Do you understand?
Yes.
And people like you, with your attitude, that it's not possible that you should even suffer in our institutions with this kind of attitude. So go ahead, say what you have to say.
Yes. What I'm telling Mr. Kujabi is, when
you do not talk to Mr. Kujabi,
okay,
you talk to the committee.
Okay. What happened was, after the evaluation of the contract.
Yes.
It was tendered. When we tendered, we did an evaluation of the contract. After evaluating the contract, it was supposed to be given to Baisa, given the submission. After agreeing to give Baisa bilateral submission, the three boards, it was the time that Mr. Kujabi said Baisa cannot get all the three projects through his communication. That's the time we revised it and gave Baisa two and gave Mr. Mboj one through him. One boardholders Kofa and Buntu through him. So when Mboj was given this contract, Lamin F. Mboj, so this was through Mr. Kujabi. Then Mboj was signed the contract, started the implementation. Then I was the one who go frequently to the ground and do the monitoring. I could remember I went to the site and was not satisfied with the progress of work. I called Mboj.
That is not the issue.
Yes.
Go to the issue regarding the bribery.
What I can say, I may not deny saying Kujabi get CI, but I did not take money from Mboj. I did not take money from Kujabi. I can honest.
I did not say you took money from Kujabi. Yes. I did not say you took money from YFA boat. But when Kujabi came with the money, that's a fact. You asked them to share it, and you said you wouldn't deny that.
No, what I deny is I did not take money from them.
I did not say you took money from them. Here the evidence.
Yes.
He took money from Kujabi.
Yes.
Came to you, and you asked them to share it. It's an effort.
I will admit that.
You see why you will admit that? Do you know why you will admit that?
No, but yeah.
Do you know why you will admit that? Do you know why you will admit that?
Yes.
Do you know why?
Yes.
Why do you think you'll admit that?
Because
you're innocent.
Yes. No. Because I admit it because I can remember that Wood was given a contract through Kujabi.
Yes.
And I could remember that Kujabi was the one who normally facilitated between us and Mr. Wood.
And you can remember that when Kujabi came with $50,000, you didn't touch it, but you asked him to share it.
He did not come in person.
Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe he called and explained, and I tell carry on.
You carry on what?
Maybe take the money.
No, share the money.
Share the money.
22?
No, I did not give them how much.
You gave them. You asked them to share the money. Did you admit to that?
Yes.
Good. But you see, your problem is probably we need smarter people in our institutions. When you are to lie, you have to lie in a way that will make sense. But lying is a problem, Mr. Sam. It's a big issue. I have respect for Mr. Kujabi more. I don't provide excuses for Mr. Kujabi. The commissioners will decide what to do. But I have respect for him more than I have respect for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
The commissioners will have their own opinion about Mr. Kujabi, whosoever appears. But for you, I have respect for you because of your attitude. And so if you know that he has money in his possession from a contractor, is that not unlawful?
Yeah, it's unlawful.
Then why did you ask him to share it?
It was wrong.
No, it is not that it was wrong, because he is right. You are the main perpetrator. That's why he had to report to you. If he was in it alone, he wouldn't report to you. And so to let you know, the amount that was given altogether was $100,000. That's the evidence of why it came botched. The other part was given to you. When I asked you the last time here about bribery, you said no. You sat here and you said no. You refused. Just for Mr. Kujabi to come and admit. Why would you know that there is an issue of bribery and you still get involved in it as he?
For being that, I definitely do my best to stay away from that.
That's not
Mr. Kujabi is the one who makes sure that what is given the contract, and any payment between me between the council and Mr. Mod is Kujabi who facilitated that.
You had said Mr. Butch, sorry, Mr. Samuel. When I asked you about YFK Butch, you appeared to be very angry and disappointed to the point that you were threatening legal action against Mr. Butch. Your evidence was such that you were not aware of any issue of bribery that happened with respect to Mr. Butch's contract. But when you gave that evidence, you knew you were a liar. You knew it was not true.
What I knew is we know that I did not receive money from Kujabi. I did because I did not receive money from Mr. Mod. I did not receive money from Kujabi. But I admitted that I am the one who said Kujabi share the money. I admit it.
And there are questions for this witness.
Yes, I just want a bit of a clarification here. Mr. Sambu, you said it is Mr. Kujabi that brought Mr. Mboch to the council.
Yes.
But you said that you were the one that was going to the ground and checking out the work that was given to Mr. Mboch. Is that correct?
Yes, I did that.
Now, why would you go on the ground when it is the responsibility of the planning director to oversee the works that have been contracted to people to do for the council? Because I believe contracts are within the purview of the development officer. Is that not correct?
That's true.
So why would you meddle in contracts that you are not supposed to supervise? Because I believe you were supposed to receive reports as to the progress of these contracts. And finally, when it's handed over, you go and cross-check whether what was contracted for has been executed. Is that not what is supposed to be your duty?
Yes.
So why did you have to meddle in the contracts?
No, what happened was
Well, I'm asking you, why did you have to meddle in the contracts? Because there are other two contracts that have been given to buyers, you understand, which, you understand, have the similar trajectory of this contract. Money exchange hands.
yes, I almost all the contracts, at least if it is one during the implementation, I do go.
No, I said, why did you have to meddle in this contract? Because this one is Moch, and you said it is Kujabi that brought Moch to the council. But there are other two that is given to Bayelsa, and you were dealing with Bayelsa company direct. Is that not correct?
Yes.
And it's the same trajectory with this one also.
What happened is
Is that correct?
yes.
Yes, council.
The last issue, Mr. Kujabi, I believe you gave evidence in relation to the outstanding $50,000. You said that you didn't receive $100,000 from Boch. Do you know how Mr. Boch gave all of $50,000 to who?
No, he did not make that one clear to me, but he told me he gave the 50,000.
50,000 to CEO.
No, he did not tell me specifically whom he gave to, but he told me that categorically that he has given 50,000.
So altogether making it $100,000.
Yes.
Right. I believe that's all for this witness.
I have a question for him from his statement. The last time I asked him, page 2 of your statement, Mrs. Hammond,
Yeah.
you said that Council also contributes to programs such as naming, wedding, and funeral ceremonies. And I did ask um, for you to provide us a documentation or evidence as to the ceiling of each of these activities. How much have you budgeted for in the budget?
Okay, the ceiling. I
No, if it is not there,
no,
yes. So note it down when you come back, because you will come back. When you come back, you let us know, because we may have skipped it, but we have put for it in the statement in the budget. We did not see a budget line that is specifically providing for this kind of activities. Also, I did ask that there was a discrepancy in your budget of 2020 to the tune of 2,283,481.53. Please provide us with a rundown of your actuals in 20, because there are no statements. There are no reconciliation statements to give us an idea.
okay.
Give us the actuals, the estimate and the actuals, and perhaps in your reconciliation we will be able to know why this differentials and what happened to this 2 million, because we have seen the estimates in the budget of what is your expected income as per the revenue lines you have indicated. But you understand, we cannot ascertain the actuals that you have based on reconciliation, because you have only one statement, right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Is that all?
Just one issue. The issue of the disposal of the vehicles, the two vehicles at the council. I believe it's a Toyota pickup, two Toyota pickups. Mr. Kujabi, do you know anything about these Toyota pickups? Who bought them? Who are these beneficiaries? We know one is or was bought by the chairman.
Uh, yes, I know something about those pickups. When there was this agreement for them to be disposed because they are not roadworthy anymore.
Correct.
So we started the process, that is to collect data as to why we should dispose them. That's why the mechanic report was submitted. So during that process, I learned that one of the pickups was taken by the chairman, but I don't know the circumstances.
Yes.
It's during the testimony of Mr. Sambo, I came to realize that it was taken by the chairman on certain terms and conditions. So the second one, uh, I was on the ground when one of the buyers came and showed interest in the vehicle, and we told him that I told him that the process is not completed, but the guy, said he's interested. So from there, I called the CEO. I told him there's someone here who said he's interested in the vehicle. So he gave me I even called in the presence of the internal auditor, Abdul Njai, MS Njai, and Ansu Tarawale. So those are the guys who even accompanied that buyer. So when they came, I told them, anyway, I cannot do anything here. Let me call the CEO and hear from him. So when I explained the matter to him, he said yes, he can pay the price that was agreed. That is the 50,000. So when the guy paid the 50,000, it was paid to finance office, and a receipt was obtained. So from that receipt, I even made a photocopy to keep that receipt with me, which is here with me. This is what I know about the pickup.
Was that paid through the bank?
I don't know. They just issued a receipt that was handed to the buyer. So I don't know whether it is paid to the bank or not. That's why I stopped.
Do you have the copy of the receipt?
Yes, I have a copy of the receipt with me.
May I please see the copy of the receipt? This is a GTR receipt from selling John. We applied to tender a photocopy of a GTR receipt, Kuntur Area Council, the number 3103251, issued on the 25th of March 2021, the sum of which is $3,000 for payment of disposed Toyota pickup fixed asset. We apply to have it under evidence and marked accordingly. May we please see the exhibits were attended through Mr. Sambu?
You are admitting this document through Mr. Kujabi?
Yes, no, through Mr. Sambu. Sorry, Mr. Kujabi, yes. I just asked the exhibits that Mr. Sambu tendered.
I see.
Hello? I have the fax password. It's password. Give me the executive.
A receipt dated the 25th of March 2021. The receipt is from selling Tom for the sum of $50,000, being payment of deposit for Toyota pickup asset. And it has a subhead, it has a head of receipt reference 1422215. This receipt is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KTRC/LK/007.
As the Commission President, may I please see the exhibits in relation to the sale of the two pickups? For example, the money paid by selling jump.
Yes.
Are you aware of this?
Yes.
How is it paid? How was it paid?
It was paid through the one of the revenue collectors.
Or this? Okay, this was the one the amount that was paid through,
Exactly.
and it was deposited into the bank. It was taken to the bank.
No, I think this was paid to. It was paid to through Soriman. I think this was the one paid to.
Yeah, it was taken to the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, in regards to the auction of the council's old vehicles, in the letter you wrote reads, "It is my pleasure and privilege to write to you in connection to council's old vehicles. With your permission, I would like finance department and other relevant units to do the necessary protocol for us to have the approval to auction the vehicles. Did you receive this permission from GBA?
Yeah, Mr. Kujabi was the one facilitating that.
Did
I think
you receive? I didn't ask you who was facilitating.
yes, I was told I did not receive the
Did you
document.
receive
No.
approval from GPPA?
Yes, we received approval from GPA through Mr. Kujabi, through that plan. Is it?
Where is the approval? Mr. Kujabi, did you receive approval from GPA?
No, there was no approval.
Okay.
How do you feel? Like seriously, how do you feel? Mr. Sam, how do you feel?
Yeah, what happened is okay. I admitted that we did not.
How do you feel lying?
Yeah, I feel sorry because
No, you should feel embarrassed.
yeah, I feel.
You understand? You should feel embarrassed. It is almost becoming a habit. Something must be wrong, Mr. Sam. It only took me one question to ask Mr. Kujabi, and he gave me the right answer. But for you, it's almost becoming a problem, Mr. Sam. And you know, the effect is when you are intentionally lying to the commission, or in fact, lying is always intentional. The issue is whatever you say may not be believed. And it is very important that all the things that you are saying, which may be true, and the commissioners believe you. But if everything that comes from your mouth is not believable, it's a problem. We have the assessment report on the two pickup vehicles. You have seen this? It was addressed to you.
The assessment report.
Yes.
Yes, I received it from Mr. Kujabi last week.
As at the time of the auction, were you given this assessment report?
I cannot remember.
I cannot remember. Let me read to you. Who is Ibrahim Fai?
He's a mechanic in Wasu.
In Wasu?
Yes.
How qualified is he? Do you know?
Not very. I may not be able to ascertain how qualified, but he's one of the mechanics in Wasu.
Has he gone to school? I mean, English school.
No, I don't think.
Can he read and write?
No, I don't think.
You don't know.
No.
You have no idea.
I don't think he can write.
But he seemingly authorized a letter that seemed to give an assessment about the two pickup trucks.
Yes.
But if you can't read, you can't write. Most of the mechanics we know, no, nothing negative about them. I'm just saying that we know some of them have not been to the English school.
That's true.
And so you wouldn't know as CEO because you don't have a committee that you formed,
Exactly.
a special committee for disposing these vehicles.
Exactly.
And so the things he had stated in as to what is wrong with the vehicle, do you know whether it's true? You don't know.
No.
Let me tell you. Kundal Area Council 1 to the Hilux, the engine is stiff. What does that mean?
It's not working.
No, it says stiff. It didn't say it is not working. The pressure is broken. Do you know which part of the pressure is broken?
No.
Do you know how much whether it is flexible?
It's not mentioned there.
It's not mentioned there. Do you know whether a stiff engine can be fixed? You don't know.
Yes.
Yes, that says it can be fixed.
I think they can fix it.
The transmission not functional. Do you know what part is not functional and what it means when it says not functional?
Mm-hmm.
One missing backlight cover. Did you verify this?
Yes.
The missing backlight cover. Do you know how much it cost?
Not very expensive.
Worn out, not very expensive. Worn out tires. Do you know how worn out these tires were?
Yes. At that time. Yes. Tires are also not very expensive.
Not very expensive. But the law requires that the vehicle should be in a position that it cannot be serviced. Do you understand that? If you go to section 86 of the Act, it will tell you, the GP Act, it will tell you about the method of procedure for disposal. It says the employee in charge of the unserviceable, obsolete, or surplus stores or equipment. So primarily, you should verify whether these vehicles are serviceable.
Agree.
Now, if the cost of the service would be far more greater than what you would do to probably purchase a new one or to you make more money if you auction it and sell it, then it makes more sense to keep it. Do you understand? That's why you need DPA approval to see whether you have ticked the box. But you don't have a disposal committee. You went to a mechanic who you do not know whether he can read or write. You don't know how this was generated. You have no idea.
Yes. The process of the auction of vehicles were all coordinated by Mr. Kujad. So
I believe I am talking to the CEO.
Yes, he developed a report.
I believe I am talking to the CEO.
Yes.
And you were the CEO.
Yes.
Is that not the case? And so you should be in a position to answer. I'm just trying to tell you how ineffective you were and how dishonest you were at the time. And this cannot just be a mere ignorance of the proceeding. Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Agree.
You knew that there is a process for disposal. That is why you sought approval from GPPA. You did not wait for the approval. You had a report from a mechanic. The law did not say that. It says a report should be from a technical person who understands this job. But if the person cannot read and write, how can you verify this information? I'm asking you.
Very difficult.
Exactly, impossible.
Impossible.
To verify this information. It says on page 94, 86, that the head of the procurement organization, that's you, shall convene a board of survey comprising representatives of departments with unserviceable, obsolete, or surplus stores, plant, and equipment, which shall report on the items and, subject to a technical report on them, recommend the best method of disposal after the officer in charge has completed a board of survey form, which shall approve by you. Says the board of surveys recommendation shall be approved by the head of the procurement entity, and the items shall be disposed of as approved. Where items are unserviceable for reasons other than fair wear and tear, you know, I've asked you some of these the issues that I've mentioned. You said it's not very expensive. as through accident or expiry, the procedure established by the regulation for handling losses shall be followed. So there is a procedure for it. This is not your own personal vehicle. It's a public vehicle. Agreed. But it was designed for a purpose, Mr. Sam. It was designed for some people to benefit from it. The price is without the losses. Does that make sense to you?
It was not the CEO who designed the price.
Don't tell me that. It's the CEO who approves everything. That's what the law says. Whatever your employees will come up with or your GS will come up with, you have to approve it. You have to make sure the procedure is followed. You have the right information that you don't lose everything based on the value of what is to be disposed.
Agree.
So even a vehicle without an engine is worth more than $50,000, my friend.
Agree.
You need to be an expert to know it.
Thank you.
Without an engine, it's worth more than $50,000. We live in this country. Talk less of a pickup Hilux. So someone somewhere has benefited from this. Is that not the case?
Yes, it could be. Yes, thank you.
Not it could be the chairman benefited.
Yes.
I'm talking about facts. So maybe it was designed to meet the interest of the chairman. He went and grabbed one. If it was so bad, you think he would buy it?
No.
He would not. But it was more than the price. It was a good bargain. You cost the area council financial losses. I see. Go ahead.
Thank you. I agree.
Yes.
Thank you.
You don't have a choice. That's all for this witness.
Yes, Mr. Sam, in 2021 there were, okay, let me ask Mr. Kujabi. In 2021 there were repairs that were supposed to have been done at the Dubo Health Center, and the councillor from that area raised severally the issues of the repairs that were supposed to, the maintenance that was supposed to have been done.
Yes.
And procurement was done.
Yes.
Cement was taken to the site.
Yes.
And no work was done. Why? When procurement was already done and the cement was left to dry and it became cake.
Yes.
And that money is taxpayers' money that was used. Why did you allow that to happen? A facility that is supposed to serve the community.
Yeah, what I understand from that works is that the councillor from that area raised a request.
No,
So
I'm talking about the request and all that. We've passed that stage.
yes,
Is the center, the health center,
yes,
did repairs. And a request was made, everything was made.
yes,
Materials were mobilized.
yes,
I am giving you specific reference.
yes,
The fact that cement was purchased over
yes.
30 bags, which was taken for the repairs, and it was never done. Why?
That one.
It is an activity that is supposed to serve the people of Dobo.
That project was it was implemented by the councillor.
But the councillor is elected to represent in the council.
Exactly.
And to take care of the needs of the ward, the ward.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yes.
So why was it not done? That is my question.
As I said, that project was the check was raised in the name of the councillor. The councillor made the procurement.
But your responsibility because the money is coming from council to check whether this is done. It could be because the councillor is the one that is complaining in the resolution, in the council resolution dated the 26th of April 2021. You gave him the check.
Yes.
And why is he coming back to council meeting and raising the fact that it has to be done? that the material that is taken to the health center is not being utilized to do the work.
Now, yes, I could recollect now. When the cement was bought, I think he needed
The cement.
no.
What I was giving you that as
Yes. Now I could recall. That's what I want to clarify. Now there was a shortage. The craftsmen on the side. Yes.
I don't think there's any logical explanation as to why this was not done. And this is taxpayers' money, which was not right for you as director of planning and development to have watched this thing happen. Is that not correct?
This man did not get cake.
Yeah?
It was about it didn't get cake. It was used.
It was?
It was the councillor made that reference to say that if action is not taken, the cement is going to get cake. But eventually it didn't get cake. The cement was used.
Yes. Now, I just want to ask the last question. This is part of the exhibits of Exhibit 015. A 50% salary and allowances. 50% from this resolution, 50% was decided that the council decided that it was going to increase 50% for the executive, that is, you people, the directors, and 20% for the juniors. And there is no evidence that this was sent to the Local Government Service Commission for either review or endorsement, which is what is required of you to do. And you proceeded to do the increment of 50-20. What was the basis? As the CEO.
Yes. It's only allowance were increased at 50-20. But
your resolution said salary and allowance.
Yeah,
is that what is not contained here?
Yeah, but it was not done because we later realized that it's only government that has the mandate.
Where is the evidence? But you proceeded to increase the allowances without having the input of the service commission.
Yes, that's true.
Why did you have to do that?
We have no grounds of doing it.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. Mr. Kamara, please put this in the bunch of documents for Exhibit 015. Is that all for this witness?
Yes.
He will come back.
Wait, just one. Who is selling job? So, Mr. Kujabi, do you know?
It's the buyer. It's the buyer.
Have you met him before?
No, no, no.
Who met the buyer in council? Mr. Sam, do you know?
The buyer was introduced. The buyer came to the council, and it's through Kujabi that he met the people and made the payment and took the vehicle.
Through Mr. Kujabi?
Yes.
Mr. Sam?
Yes.
Yes, see, since Mr. Kujabi said you took, you know about the bribery, everything we asked now is through Mr. Kujabi. Mr. Kujabi, is that correct? You've met the buyer before?
No, I've not met him before. I don't know him before.
But Mr. Sam, you have met the buyer.
No, what happened is they met Kujabi, who was coordinating everything.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't.
How do you know they met Mr. Kujabi?
Yeah, he called. He said no. He even called me to tell me that there is somebody who's interested in the vehicle.
Yes, and that's different from meeting Joma.
Yeah.
The money was received by, sorry, you said?
Exactly, yes.
So, you were not present?
Yes.
When Mr. Kujabi met the buyer, but have you met the buyer?
No.
Now, do you have any details about the buyer, selling job?
No.
You have no information about him?
No.
Do you know whether it's a fictitious person, a fake person?
It may be very difficult because I just rely on the information that was given to me through call.
So you do not know?
Yes.
That maybe someone in your inner circle or even you yourself would have just authorized the payment of $50,000.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yes to what?
Yeah.
Yes to what?
Yes to the fact that he came, he made the payment.
Allegedly came.
Yeah. Okay.
We have no idea.
Yes.
That's a fact. No one knows whether he exists or not.
Exactly.
You have no idea. No
Exactly.
details about Mr. Kujage. And if someone is to make payment to take part in an auction, if we know there was never an auction in the first place. Is that not the case, Mr. Kujage?
Very well.
Yes, there was no auction in the first place.
Mhm.
So it was like those people, someone been given these vehicles and then they pay later. They thank you later. That's why the chairman had to pay. Since I think he was supposedly paying the vehicles in numerous installments. Correct, Mr. Sample?
Yes.
And so we want to have information about selling junk. Since you are the CEO, you have to give us information about selling junk who allegedly bought this this vehicle, this Toyota pickup for $50,000. That's all I have checked.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kujave and Mr. Samu. We will call you when we finish reviewing the documents. If we have any questions to ask, we will do so. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We may rise.